I'm Jeff Dinnell.
And I'm Mike Douglass.
And welcome to Sword Fight, the show where two guys who may or may not be homosexual with penises talk about stuff.
We may or may not have penises.
So before the show started, we were talking about the title of the show. And
The Sword Fight.
Or a sword fight. Now,
The Sword Fight.
You think there should be a the?
I think there needs to be a the.
There should be a the?
The View, The Talk, The Sword Fight.
The Facebook? No, just Facebook.
Oh my god, did you watch The Sword Fight?
Oh my god, did you watch Sword Fight this week?
Yeah, they'd think you were talking about a fishing show.
It's Sword Fight.
They would think you were talking about a fishing show.
There's no the. First subject we're going to cover is what? Gays in media?
Gays in media. Gays in media. Well, y'all look like a bunch of sissies to me.
What do you know about the Duck Dynasty?
Absolutely
Quote,
nothing.
Controversy. Ending.
Absolutely nothing. I know nothing about the show itself. I'd never heard of it until apparently there was some sort of controversy recently. Then I started seeing it everywhere. But I don't even know what the controversy was. I don't know what happened.
I know just a little bit more than you do. In an interview with GQ magazine, apparently. He said something like, why don't gay guys just like vaginas? I don't understand the appeal to a man's anus. Something like that. And of course, everybody gets all up in arms because this bearded redneck who does something with ducks in West Virginia or bum nowhere, said something like, surprise, he's homophobic. And so a lot of people took offense at his comments, and A&E decided to suspend him for some period of time from his show, from his reality show about ducks.
For some reason, I don't think it has anything to do with ducks, but I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I don't know
what
if
it
they're
is.
duck hunters, they raise ducks, they farm ducks. I don't know what
I don't know.
because I don't watch it, and I probably never will. And I don't know how many people do watch it.
Is it on Bravo?
No, I think it's on A&E. Someone even compared him to Rosa Parks. This dumbass on Duck Dynasty is our modern day Rosa Parks, and how dare you infringe on his free speech? What are your thoughts?
It's not really infringing on his free speech.
Thank you.
The network is a for-profit organization, and they have the right, if advertisers pull money, if advertisers pull their money, if he doesn't do a job that makes money for somebody, they can suspend him or fire him.
Thank you. And he still had the right to say it, but that doesn't protect
he had the right to say it, and they had the right to suspend him.
To react how they want to do it. Yeah. They're a business.
It's not public access.
Because free speech doesn't mean that you are immune from any consequences to what you choose to say.
Absolutely not.
Do you get offended when you hear things like that said by people like him?
No.
Is there anything that a straight person could say about gay people that would offend you?
Absolutely.
Such as what? Like what line do they have to cross?
Let me continue. They have to cross the line where it heads into heterosexism. That will offend me. If they say, you can't be as good at X, Y, and Z because of your sexuality, you can't do this, you are not competent because of your sexuality, that offends me. Otherwise, I'm like, dude, if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Like repairing a motorcycle or something.
Well, to pull examples from my specific life, yes. You know, I once met a sheriff's deputy, who's a homosexual, and he faced a lot of adversity because people were like, you're not tough enough to be a cop because you're gay.
Which is absurd.
Ridiculous.
On the other hand, if you're a female cop, you might be not tough enough to be a cop if you're straight. What if a straight guy doesn't go into heterosexism in terms of what you're saying, but just says something like, hey, you faggot? Does that offend you?
Well, yeah. I mean, name calling in general is just, it's offensive.
Yeah.
It doesn't really say anything about me as a person, and it doesn't further any beliefs about me that make my life more difficult. So therefore, it's not as big a deal to me.
Well, if they use a word like faggot that carries all, I hate even saying the word because I've gotten to the point where as I get older, whereas I used to be a little more liberal about things like that when I was younger, like, oh, I don't care if you say fag or anything really.
No.
Now that I'm really old, like over 30,
yeah,
I feel more sensitive to words like that.
I can't imagine being in your 30s.
Isn't that weird? I don't even like hearing girls call each other bitches, even if it's playful. I don't like to hear it. I don't like to hear it from gay people either. I don't like it even if we're trying to what's the word?
Oh God.
Take back the
word,
like
take back the night,
like black people do with their word.
We just have to take the T off the end. You fagga.
Fagga? Then it's not the same.
Then it's not the same thing.
Well, thank you for joining us for this episode of Sword Fight.
Do you eat, sleep, do you breathe me anymore? Do you sleep, do you count sheep anymore? Do you sleep anymore? Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I saw you
When you walked across my room, you looked out the window, you looked at the moon, and you sat on the corner of my bed, and you smoked the ghost in the back of my head. Now I don't know,
and
I don't care if I ever will see you again. I don't know, and I don't care
This action.
if I ever will be